You're uncomfortable and irritable during your time of the month, during your period, for a reason, because you're going against your electromagnetic science of the womb. This is why you're not supposed to be shampooing your hair or submerging in water during menstruation. All right, so I'm going to get into the spiritually scientific explanation inspired by the work of Dr. Jewel Pookrum based on the physiology, the bioelectric science, and ancient feminine wisdom. I am Latasha MD, Lotus of Judah 1111 Ministry International. I am an international spiritual messenger for the children of Zion, women set apart, rooted in the covenant of Yeshua, Jesus Christ, and blooming spiritually. Thanks so much for your support. All praises to the Most High, Yahuwah, Son, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, and Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaQadosh, Divine Mother. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into this message. This is a very timely message because we suffer from ignorance, a lot of us. And it's not really our fault. A lot of these ancient truths have not only been hidden, they have been long forgotten. But as somebody that is actually in alignment and moving further and further into alignment with living holistically, living my best and the wholeness of myself in a higher frequency, it requires actually reading and really searching for knowledge. And so I came across this amazing information from the Dr. Jewel Pookrum, who's an MD, in regarding to the bioelectric and the neurospiritual teachings regarding our bodies as women, in particular melanin dominant women, and how this intelligence in regarding to how we take care of ourselves and our anatomy gives us the ability to tap into reality, immortality, if you will. Okay, our energetic system is lunar based and is synchronized with the rhythms of the moon and the earth's magnetic tides. So during our menstruation, a woman's bioelectric field is in its most open and receptive state. This is why you feel so irritable and uncomfortable, and it's because you are going through this process. It's a very sacred process. So when it comes to your crown, the pineal, the pituitary axis, your womb, your sacral and root axis, this is a powerful polarity. This represents the north-south magnetic current that moves energy, memory, and also cellular waste through your bloodstream and also your etheric field. This is not merely a biological, physical shedding. This is a spiritual data purge. And this is why the electromagnetic release of basically old emotional frequencies, ancestral memories, and hormonal residues are no longer being honored. This is a part of your cellular evolution, and you have to know the truth of why you're not supposed to be submerging yourself in bodies of water or covering your hair, making sure that you're warm during this time, because this represents in the restoration of your internal organs and also aids in you actually feeling comfortable. Oftentimes you're in a lot of pain. Oftentimes you are bleeding more because you're operating out of alignment. So water is literally a conductor, and the risk of energetic interference is very much possible during this time. And Dr. Jewel Pookrum emphasized that water is one of the most powerful conductors of frequency. So when, as a woman, during your menses, during your menstruation cycle, when you submerge your entire body in water or your hair, this unintentionally short circuits or disrupts your natural electrical detox process that's taking place in your meridian pathways. So when it comes to the scalp, this is your crown chakra portal. This is a very sensitive receptor for solar and cosmic frequency. So washing the hair during your menstruation not only causes your body's natural electric magnetic field to be out of whack, it cools too quickly, which weakens your signal between the crown and the womb. So at this time, functions like releasing, expelling energy could be disrupted. Immersing in water allows external frequencies. So for instance, the collective energy of others, being out in the elements, emotional residue, all these things begin to infiltrate your auric field, delaying energetic release. So, what this could lead to is feeling fatigue, feeling irritable. Some may say you have PMDD, pyramidal. I can't remember the proper term, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. You become bitchy, and it's because you are interfering with a natural process. And even when it comes to ancient traditions, even Taoist, Vedic astrology, our indigenous communities, native, even African ancestry speaks about women keeping their heads and their wombs warm during their cycle. This is preserving your sacred magnetic flow between the pineal gland and your uterus. It's all interconnected. This is a neurological bridge. Your hair, your melanin, these are all in synchronicity. Melanin acts as an antenna, a semiconductive substance that interfaces light, sound, and frequency. So, our hair, very rich in melanin and keratin, serves as basically a bridge between our nervous system and bioelectric signals and also our cerebral cortex. So during your menstruation, this neural antenna becomes hypersensitive. Washing your hair, especially if it's chemically treated or even cold water, this will disrupt your neural electric current running through your meridians from your head to your spine, which sends confusing signals to your endocrine system. So, as a melanin rich or melanin dominant woman, we have a higher biophotonic absorption. So, this interference can cause deeper hormonal dissonance, okay, spiritual disconnection from lunar rhythms. And this could look like developing autoimmune diseases and things like that. The womb's magnetic shield is temporarily open. This is like a window when the body expels toxins on both a cellular and etheric level. So, to protect this process, women must avoid sudden temperature changes. Also, electromagnetic disturbances, as I mentioned, submerging or immersion into water. So, by preserving this internal warmth in your energy fields, you allow your pineal, the pituitary axis, to complete its cyclical recalibration. Okay, which is you aligning with the consciousness of the moon, the Schumann resonance of Earth, and also the cosmic wound of God's universe. So these ancient practices of resting, being warm, and stillness are not old and outdated. In fact, it's something you need to be doing because when you do this, when you keep your body covered and warm, modesty serves a purpose. It is to allow you to heal, allow your body to go through its natural phases. Okay, you shouldn't even be around people during that time, especially men. Okay, because what you're doing is going through a releasing and a purging process. So this is an amazing time for you allow your hormones to do its thing and rebalance because you're going through an ovulatory cycle. Okay, and in honoring who you naturally are, abiding even by the things that maybe your grandparents may have told you, this is how you allow your systems to truly detoxify emotionally and also cellular waste. Okay, and by doing so, you actually have a life that you enjoy. You begin to see the benefits within your body by honoring this sacred time. Okay, so in conclusion, stay dry, stay warm and grounded. Allow the natural renewal and completion process to go through because this is a divine circuitry. And when you are aligned with truly who you are, you tap back into your true power and you become even more beautiful, you become even more renewed, and your health takes a major benefit. Selah, Ashe.